Welcome back. If it has joined us watching the news at 10, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our major stories tonight. Acting President Yemi Osinbajo visits site of collapsed Mokwa Jaba Bridge, says road will be motorable in a fortnight. Residents of Suleja in Niger State count their losses from the flood that left at least 10 people dead and rendered several others homeless. Supreme Court upholds Godwin Obaseki's election as governor of Edo State as arch-rival Hizeyamu accepts defeat in good faith. And Iraqi Prime Minister formally declares victory over Islamic State in Mosul. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our websites channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device, or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Nigeria's economy may soon get leverage from the southwestern Ogun State, in particular with the revival of the Lagos to Kano standard gauge railway passing through Ijokota area of the state. That's going by the assurances from the Ogun State Governor Bikuli Amosu and company of the Minister of Transportation, Mr. Rotimi Amechi, while inspecting the railway line in Ota. With the joint efforts of the Ogun State government and the federal government, Mr. Amechi says the railway project will be completed within the shortest possible time.
It's going to be in our interest if this rail is fixed. Not Ogun State's interest, so Nigeria's interest. People don't know. Things that we do here, we are just the passage. All the economy of Nigeria depends to a considerable extent on this axis. Moving from Lagos to Ibadan, to the north, even the one going to the east. The same thing that applies here applies to even the road that they are doing, the express. So that is why we have to commend them and thank them. My only admonition, my only plea is that they should quickly fix this rail so that we will not even trouble all this our road.
There is no problem about finance because it's a loan which we are taking from China Exim Bank, 1.5 billion. And that loan has been approved. Well, everybody is waiting for the National Assembly to approve that the borrowing plan so we can go and sign. Once you sign the borrowing, once you approve the borrowing plan and we sign the agreement, then you have no problem with money because the rest will be disbursement account to work.
Gloria Muzoke is here now with more news from Abuja. Hi, Gloria.
Thank you, Amarachi. The Pan-Niger Delta Forum is seeking the establishment of a presidential commission to protect Nigerians still living in Bakassi. Former Minister of Information, Chief Edwin Clark, and other leaders from the region say the federal government should take more serious steps to protect the lives of Nigerian citizens in Bakassi. The group also decried the non-ratification of the Green Tree Agreement, which they say, if ratified and implemented, has the ability to protect Nigerians who choose to remain in Bakassi.
More reactions have continued to trail the alleged killing and mistreatment of Nigerians living in Bakassi Peninsula, with the latest coming from the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, led by a former Minister of Information, Chief Edwin Clark. Some reports last week alleged that no fewer than 97 Nigerians living in Bakassi were killed during an attack on their community for failure to pay both levies to the Cameroonian Authority. Speaking against the backdrop of that report, the leadership of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum in Abuja calls on the federal government to establish a presidential commission to protect Nigerians in Bakassi.
President should establish a presidential commission on Bakassi to provide better life for them.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Foreign Affairs says the government is still collating the facts of what happened before it would act.
We're still collating all the facts, and he himself, on their side, is going to come back to us and give us a full explanation of the situation, and we will act immediately. Of course, time is of the essence.
When Nigeria ceded Bakassi to Cameroon in 2008, both the government of Nigeria and Cameroon signed the Green Tree Agreement to guarantee the rights of Nigerians who chose to remain in Bakassi. Almost a decade after, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum is accusing the two countries of paying lip service to that agreement.
There was a Green Tree Agreement to be signed by the Nigerian government and the Cameroon government. Till today, that agreement had not been ratified.
When President Paul Biya came here, we looked at it as the two sides and agreed on timelines for the implementation of all the obligations on both sides. So that's ongoing, and we can never accept that will be a justification for illegality or aggression.
Bakassi is the peninsula on the Gulf of Guinea. It was ceded to Cameroon in 2008 after the judgment of International Court of Justice at The Hague. The area has an estimated 300,000 Nigerians who are predominantly fishermen.
One of the major challenges confronting Adamawa State has been the dilapidation of the health and education sectors, especially after the attack of Boko Haram insurgents. Well, this has resulted in poor health service delivery and falling standard of education. The Adamawa State Governor Mohammed Jibrila is flagging off the reconstruction and rehabilitation of schools and hospitals in Numan local government and is promising to extend it to other local government areas in the state.
Broken blocks of classrooms and shattered windows. These are what is left of schools in Numa local government area for Adamawa State after a series of Boko Haram terrorist attacks. As life returns to the communities, the state government is reconstructing and rehabilitating destroyed education infrastructure in the local government. Governor Mohammed Jibrila is in Numa to flag off the reconstruction of the Villa Nova Government Secondary School.
We have already declared both education and health, in terms of emergency, and we have promised people during campaign we will repair most of these things. I always say whenever I come to visit the school, sometimes I even weep, as if there was no government before. And now, time of complaint has finished. Now it's time of action, and that's what we are here.
The students and the teachers are also reminded of the need to protect their environment.
Somebody might ask, where are we planting trees? We are all aware of the changing climate globally, and Numan is not exception. Adamawa State is not exception. Our temperatures are rising daily beyond human habitation, and we are hoping that the school environment will be made friendly to the students and friendly to the teachers, in a system in which everybody comes to school. Even by 12 noon, a student can still read and understand what he's reading because he has a friendly environment.
Governor Jibrila moves to Government Secondary School, Hang, where he is received by student teachers and the communities. This school and the one at Mubi will also be given attention. From the schools, the governor moves to the General Hospital Numa, one of the oldest in the northern region. Here, he lays a foundation for the construction of a new maternity complex, wards and doctors' quarters, among others.
Well, 77 students have graduated as part of activities to mark the 20th anniversary of Thomas Adewumi College, Oko, Kwara State. The British High Commissioner, Paul Oakwright, who was present at the occasion, commended the school for the high quality of education, which elicits recognition from within and outside the country.
Thomas Adewumi College is located in Oko Irekodu local government area of Kwara State. The school, established 20 years ago by an indigene of the community, is graduating 77 students from junior and secondary school. The principal of the school, Dr. Roy Lilliman, describes it as one of the best in the country.
That 3 universities in the USA have contacted me recently saying that they are very interested in offering scholarships to Taiko students as they are of such high quality. These scholarships are dependent on the pupils' Cambridge, SAT and TOEFL scores. These results and contacts are the envy of many of our competitors.
The same issue was echoed by the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Paul Arkwright, who lauded the foresight and initiative of the founder as it could compete with any school in the world.
The UK is keen to support and partner Nigeria to improve education as a way for people of all backgrounds to better themselves. We do this through the work of the British Council and our Department for International Development. For Kwara State in particular, the British Council has hosted delegates from the University of Ilorin and Al-Hikmah University Ilorin at several of our higher education programs, where attendees have benefited from UK higher education.
In his remarks, the founder of the school, Dr. John Adewumi, urged parents to give priority to the education of their children.
When your children are educated and your grandchildren are educated, you are well prepared for the future. I want to thank God for our mothers that are doing their best to encourage these wonderful children.
The occasion was rounded off with the presentation of prizes to deserving students in the junior and senior level and outgoing students.
Well, that's it from the nation's capital. It's back to you, Amarachi.
Thanks a lot, Gloria. Scores of women today marched the streets of Yenagoa, the Bayelsa state capital, protesting against what they describe as the high rate of crime in the state. The aged women said they're tired of losing their children to cultists, kidnappers and armed robbers. They're asking the state government to act fast.
It's better safe than sorry. And this public protest from the women in Yenagoa is a cry for help at a time where children are reportedly being killed because of cultism.
We are begging the government to help us, to come into our needs, assist us and assist my community that have formed to assist the government and the public so that we can peacefully stay in our community.
A female chief in the community believes speedy arrests of suspects by the police will restore calm.
See any mother that is in support of any child doing anything bad, we have to take the mother to the police.
The agitation for intervention comes from traders at the Swali market in Yenagoa as well. Meanwhile, according to the State Public Relations Officer, Bayelsa State Command, Asinin Botswat, the women are partnering with the police in providing vital information that can lead to arrests of criminal suspects.
When the news at 10 returns, Abuja Electricity Distribution Company inaugurates new transmission station to boost electricity supply in the Federal Capital Territory. Stay with us.